Welcome to Satsang. Today's topic is thinking and paradox of living in the society. So, just a basic question. What is thinking? Just a basic question. See. And we have overlooked what is thinking. We think all the time, but we do not ask question what is thinking. I'm checking to see if there are any callers. So yeah, we do not ask the question what is thinking, you see. So when we go deeper, thinking is basically wanting. In Chinese language, thinking and wanting is the same. So thinking is wanting. You see? I'm listening to see if there are any callers on the line joining us. Today's topic is what is thinking? Thinking is wanting. You see, there are stimuli everywhere in our environment. See, the stimuli are the vibration that we do not really see with our eyes, and some stimuli we do see with our eyes or the mind. You see, and I don't want to go. I can give you maybe a couple of specific examples. The stimuli out there, the vibration that universe is producing, the planets and other extraterrestrial objects that we do not see, we do not recognize from our environment, those objects have a vibrational effect on human mind or human being, you see. So these stimuli are there throughout the universe, throughout the planet. And when the stimuli reaches human, the thought automatically responds to that stimuli and translate them into ideas, feelings, emotions, and so on. You see? But the thought is going by itself. You see? The mind is constantly recording sound, pictures, smell, sensations, taste, all the time through the help of sensory perception. You see, eyes, nose, ear, tongue, and skin. Those are our sensory perceptions. And these sensory perceptions are constantly receiving information or the data from external world. Which is actually assumption. The external world is actually assumption that there is an external world, you see. But in reality, is there any external world? You see, one should question that, or you know. And when we go deeper, there isn't. There is no separation. You see, there is no separation between me and the universe, or the you and the universe, because we are all one in the reality. And the question arises, then how do I feel I am separate? How do I have separate body? And how do I have separate conscious and so on? And separate thinking and thought and so on. So the question arises in the mind. And let's go deeper to find out what is going on within this comprehending process. I'm checking to see if anyone's in the caller. Okay. So the dial-in number is actually anyone can join in this conversation. Satsang with me, ask question. The number you can dial in is 559-546-1000, and the password is 736-686#. So once you dial the number, hit your passcode, that will take me to the conference number. So when you have any question, when you have any things you want to ask me, certainly you can do that. So let's go into what is happening in this human mechanism. Okay, and this human mechanism is functioning exactly as same as that human mechanism. Okay, only difference is differentiated by the mind, which is my appearance. If you go into deeper, it's DNA and so on and things like that. But the mechanism, the functioning is functioning exactly same here and there, you see. So, what is happening within the functioning of this mechanism that we feel separate? And if we go deeper, the one that separates you and I, and the universe and I, and anything object and I, as a different being and different object, and so on, so is the thought. You see? So what happened is that when I want to use this assumption that there is evolution or something like that. So let's just use the assumption there is evolution. That caused humans for the first time to experience the separateness from the universe. That human being realized or recognized that, wait a minute, I am separate from the universe, I am separate from you, I am separate from this object, and so on, is caused by that evolution somewhere, sometime that happened, that put that self-conscious mechanism or self-centered mechanism or self-separation mechanism that allowed human beings to experience for the first time that I am separate from the universe. You see? And basically it is an illusion. It is not, we are not separate. The separate is the mechanism that is placed for some reason, for universe to serve its purpose. You see? So because of that, we have self-consciousness or this separation illusion that we are separate. And one of the purpose of that universe granted to humans is to maintain the sensitivity of the nervous system. You see? When you have the sensitivity of the nervous system, it's easier to survive, easier to coordinate, easier to function anywhere. So that is the possibility. But that is also assumption. So I do not accept any assumption. So the fact is that the self-centered consciousness occurred in human beings. That is allowed. That enabled humans to see himself separate from the universe. So this self-conscious ability enabled humans to separate themselves and separate everything from the universe and see through the help of ideas, concept, knowledge, beliefs, and so on. So after occurring the self-consciousness, the ideas, beliefs, concepts, imagination, all that occurred, that allowed human to separate everything from the life that is happening, the dynamism that is going on, which cannot be captured with the mind or any of the structure or any of the mechanism human has, because the dynamic universe, the dynamic functionality, the dynamic life that is living right now, the heart is pumping, the breath is going on, even the thought is thinking on his own. You see, thought is even going on his own. See, all this happening is dynamic. You cannot capture in the reality. You cannot capture. It is only happening in the present. The moment you capture, it becomes a past. So when it becomes past, it is actually dead. So all the thought we think is coming from the past. It is just a reflection of the reality. So it becomes what? It is dead. So all this self-centered consciousness is actually dead because it is the reflection of reality, that you are separating yourself from all the dynamic activity that is happening continuously, perpetuating, and you are stopping that and looking at things in a different projected life, which is dead. So everything that we are conceptualizing, idealizing, believing is dead. Because what is happening is real. What is happening, that is right now. The heart is beating, the breath is going on, all the function is happening, the sensation that I am feeling, the data I am seeing, everything I am seeing, through my eyes, everything I am hearing, everything sensation I feel in the body, this is happening now, and that cannot be captured. See, the mechanism we have, the capturing mechanism we have, the mind structure cannot capture that, and that is the problem. And everybody, every scientist, every expert, every psychologist, everybody wants to capture something that is dead, that is living cannot, and they end up capturing that is dead, and those concept ideas are all dead. And they are all assumption anyway, because these are assumed by the mind, and they are dead. But some assumptions are useful to function in the society, because that will certainly help you, like going to emergency, go to the doctor. If you have emergency, have a cancer, go to the doctor, and so on. So things like that is useful, but they are all assumptions. Even they do not know what is happening, they are guessing. The other day I went to pharmacist to said why just 2 doses instead of 1 dose, why 3 doses? And she asked me, well, this is the guessing, doctor is guessing, you see, because they are assuming that this drug's gonna help you, because they have studied with this, have this symptom, with this symptom you prescribe to this drug, and by this assumption that you're gonna heal, and that is also assumption. And when they prescribe when they prescribe to 7 or 10 patients, only 5 to 7 patients actually heal from that prescription. The other patients not gonna heal, because again that is assumption. You see, everything is assumption, but that is we have in the society. We have to use that to function in the society, and that could be helpful in our functioning. But the living, the dynamic breathing, that is life, that is happening, the whole universe that is creating all these things, it cannot be captured. And that self-centered consciousness is allowing us to separate everything and look at it is dead. So even the thought is dead because it is coming from the past. What is happening right now cannot be captured. So the thing I'm talking to you right now is coming from the past, is recollection. So why are we doing this? There is no point. You can say, Robin, good luck to you. This is the end. Good luck. Thank you very much. I can also say the same, and this end the conversation. But this is the only mechanism that we have in order to communicate with one another. Otherwise, there is no point. You see? Because the living itself, it cannot be captured. The living organism that is living on its own. And this is tremendously powerful, tremendously intelligent organism that is here, that is everywhere. All humans, organism are intelligent, very powerful, very intelligent, and tremendous. You see, that is functioning on its own. You see, because it has tremendous intelligence. It knows how to do everything on its own. But the mind is like a child comes from, hey buddy, you don't know, I know better than you, because I can produce things. I can show you I build this building, I can show you I build this rocket, I can show you I heal this patient, I can show you I did so many things, I can show you I won the war, I can show you I won the Olympic, got the gold medal. So mind will come out and say that, and actually it is interfering what is going on with the body, because mind does not know. So the thought is dead. So something that is dead, the thought, idea, concept, knowledge, which is already dead, is trying to capture something real living. You cannot do that. You see, you cannot capture what is ghost, and ghost cannot capture what is living. You see, so trying to solve the problem with the thought is a futile task. See, you cannot solve the problem, because there isn't any problem to begin with. See, there are only solutions, assumed solution offered by expert to solve the problem that doesn't exist. So this is merry-go-round. The paradox of living is that we have to use the thought to function in the society, and the thought itself cannot liberate us. And that's why there is a suffering. And so we are looking everything, all discipline of the knowledge, through what is thought. See, all the discipline and knowledge we're looking through the thought. You see, so all the discipline of knowledge is dead, because the thinking thought is dead, and everything produced from the thought is dead. So we are just conceptualizing, idealizing, and believing something projected from our own mind, and believing that is live, that is living, that is not living. The only thing that is living here is this body, living organism that is functioning dynamically on its own. The heart is beating on its own. My stomach is functioning on its own. All the blood circulation is going on its own without my thinking. I am breathing on my own without my thinking, my doing. My thought is going on without my thinking or my doing. And the thinking is going on only when I want something, whether that is world peace or basic necessity. You see, so when you want something, then you think. See, so thinking is wanting, whether you want world peace, or something basic necessity, or drive a car, buy a house, clothes, anything. You want something, you have to think, because thinking is wanting. So what is thinking is wanting. You can write all the thesis, PhD thesis, but in basic term, thinking is wanting. So yeah, I'm saying all these things right here. I don't know if we have any viewer. So if you have viewer, thank you for joining, and see if we have any caller here. Looks like the call ended, or it's still going on. Hello, is anyone there? Hello, is anyone there? Okay, I'm gonna try to call again. See, call that number. Looks like it's got disconnected. So I'm dialing the number. So I'm putting my access code 736686. Hello, this is Robin. Is anyone there? Hello? Hello, is anyone there? Apparently there is one caller, but not answering. Anyway, it doesn't matter. As long as you're listening, we can continue. So the paradox of living, you see, there is suffering in the world. You see, there is suffering among humans, see, and we said that it is coming from thinking or the thought, because we are using thought to separate ourselves from the universe and look at all the data and assuming that data is valid or data is living, you see. And and we have to use the thought to function, to go here, to do this, to that. See, even I have to use the thought to start this presentation or satsang, at certain time, and I have to end at certain time, and I use a phone call to make a call, and so that requires some information that is produced by thought or the mind. See, we have to use that to function in the society, yet by using thought, it cannot liberate you from suffering. See? And it does not liberate you from suffering. It cannot liberate you from suffering because the mechanism we have, it cannot comprehend what is happening, what is going on, the living dynamic organism that is here and that is functioning throughout the universe. See, we don't even see there are molecules. There are billions of molecules here. There is billions of trillions of molecules here within this body. There are billions of molecules here in this empty space and throughout the universe. And there is a vibration going on. We don't even see the vibration. The vibration that is going on, use the vibration to come up to the radio or TV that is in the air, that is there. You see, and we capture that from the TV, and same way our mind also captures some of the vibration, and that is how the thought is produced. So we have to use the thought to function in the society, but we concluded that the thought cannot liberate us. Thought cannot help us in the liberation. It cannot end suffering. So that is the paradox of living in the society. See, we have to use the thought, and the thought is actually coming from all the comprehensive collective knowledge that humans provided or humans collected throughout the existence in this planet. And we've been here over a million years. So over a million years we have collected comprehensive collective knowledge through the help of the mind, memory, and textbooks, online, media, things like that. And we learned that it handed down from generation to generation. When you're born, you raise up, your mother teaches you, your father teaches you, your parents teaches you, then your relatives teaches you. This is your nose, this is your ear, this is your mouth, this is your head, this is your so on and so on. So they teach you all that. Then they send you to school. The school teach you many things. Then your friends teach you many things. Then the society teach you many things. The radio teach you many things. TV teach you many things. Books teach you many things. Online teach you many things. So all these things, comprehensive collective knowledge is stored here. You see, through all these processes from the childhood. And we say, hey, I'm saying all this. No, this is all coming from the comprehensive collective knowledge that is stored here in the memory. And of course, I am also speaking from the natural state of being. Some of the thought is coming from to me is natural, that is revealed to me by this phenomena that occurred to me in 2009. And that phenomena, of course, it's luck, pure luck, because of course I searched. Since 1994, I searched for spiritual enlightening, and I went everywhere. I read everything, Bible, Buddha's teaching, Hindu's teaching. I read all that, and it didn't really help me. But in 1995, the phenomena occurred, and that was just in my mind. I was writing something that was already enlightened state of writing, but my body and my other parts of heart and it wasn't reached there, and I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't recognizing that it happened to me until 2009. Something occurred. It was happened in my heart, happened in my body, and it was so intense. I know that is what is happening. Immediately I quit meat eating and drinking alcohol. But anyway, that is besides the point, because I know what I have. You already have it within you. So that is beside the point. The point is the liberation cannot happen with thought. I hear some callers here on the line. Is anyone there? Hello, is anyone there? Yeah, alright. Alright, thank you for coming. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm doing good. Who is this? Yeah. Hey man, we are live right now. You're watching me in Dallas Film Channel. You're live right now. The callers cannot hear you, but certainly they can hear. I'm chatting with you. And I've been speaking for the last half an hour, and we have one more half hour to go. So if you have any questions, if you're watching me, anything, I'm ready to answer any of the questions. Yeah, I've been speaking for the last half hour. And this is live right now in Dallas Film Channel. If you Google it, Dallas Film Channel, it's a live via live stream. It is broadcasting right now for 1 hour, and and today's topic is thinking, and what is thinking? Why do you think? What is thinking, and the paradox of living in the society? And I am bringing 2 points that the thought, thinking is wanting. You see. Thinking and wanting is the same even in Chinese language. So if you want something, that you have to use thinking to get that. Whether you want world peace or you want basic necessity. So either what is wanting, you have to use thinking. See. So whenever you want something, your thinking is going on automatically. So thinking is wanting, and it is happening automatically. Looks like I got a call here, so I have to. Just a second. So anyway, the thought is going on by itself. The mind is constantly recording sound, pictures, smell, taste, and sensations. See, it is happening. See, all that is out there is data that is coming, that is there, existing. See, and constantly when you open the eyes, the eyes is collecting all the images, all the data. Actually, there isn't even image that is out there. The eyes are collecting data from external world, and it goes to the mind, and mind interprets and say, hey, that is the microphone, that is the keyboard, that is the speaker, this is a glass, this is a microphone, that's the computer, this is a remote, this is a mouse, and it says all that by looking that. Or even if I look outside, it says that is the window, that is the tree, that is the wall. That is all that is saying is coming from the mind's interpretation. But the data is receiving through the eyes. Eyes do not see anything. But a lot of people assume that we see through the eyes. The eyes are only receiving the data. It goes to the mind, and mind interprets that, and that is according to the condition of the society. See, so whatever the condition the mind has, and mind sees that, and this sensory perception. The consciousness is there, and there is no difference between consciousness and thought. You see, you have thought in the memory. It has comprehensive, collective, comprehensive. In this satsang, in satsang, we don't ask like why something should be. Why the satsang here is that is happening is what is happening now, that is living, that is dynamic, that is functioning, and the mind can never capture that. You see, the moment I am speaking to you, and it is already coming from the past. You see. And we don't have any other method to communicate, so we have to use that to function in the society. And what I'm saying is that is the paradox. All the mind data is receiving through the sensory perception. We have 5 senses. Data received from 5 sensory perception, and the mind is interpreting according to the condition you have. So when you have something in your memory that is saying that Saddam Hussein, person like Saddam Hussein is bad, that memory is coming out and saying, "Hey, Anil, that person is bad." So the memory is coming out repeating that, and you're saying that, and you think that is you asking the question, but it is not. It is coming from the comprehensive collective knowledge that we have collected, and that is stored in the memory, and that memory is coming out and questioning itself. You see. So by the way, for our viewer, we have a caller, Anil Thapa. He's calling from California, and he's on the show. Of course, you cannot hear me because I put this in my ear. But he asked me a question like, why do you? There is a consciousness, and the mind is asking, some like person like Saddam Hussein, he's bad. And why does mind answer like that? Why does mind ask a question like that? And he's assuming that is consciousness. And I said, that was the explanation, or that was my answer. But in reality, there is not even an answer. You see, the answer is already within you. You see, the question. If you can ask the question, the answer is already within you. If there is no question, there is no answer. If there is a question, there is an answer. The answer is already within you, and you are asking the question because you are not satisfied with the answer that you already have, or you're not satisfied with the answer that you receive from someone, and you want to satisfy that. You're answering the question. So therefore you're asking question again because you're not satisfied. You see. So in reality, yes. I am not again, I am not here to differentiate what others have experienced, and I've been saying this, that there are millions of people, maybe thousands of people who have gone through similar experiences, and what I have, I'm not saying that I am different than anybody else. I'm not saying I'm superior than anyone. What I'm saying is that I am, what I have within me is exactly the same thing that you have. So there is no difference between what happened to me and what happened to you. So something happened to me, I recognize, that is deeply recognized within me, and that is cleared all my old beliefs. See, I do not believe in anything anymore. You see, I don't even read anything from anyone. I don't believe in science. I don't believe in scientists. I don't believe in anybody that is lived here in the past, and even living in the present. They have to validate me something what they say. So I'm not saying I am different than anyone else, but what I'm saying is this is energy here, that dynamic energy that is expressing itself, and this energy is. That is absolutely collective knowledge that we comprehend from the expert. See, expert gave us in the past that the earth is flat, and now the expert coming out and say, well, the earth is not flat, it is round. So all the people on earth accepted that fact, and I have to accept that fact to function in the society. But in reality, I do not believe the earth is round, you see. But I accept that fact to function in the society. You see, who knows what the earth is? You see, we are receiving data from external world, and the mind is interpreting according to what the knowledge that put in there. You see, the
either, which is fine. I mean, you may have your reasons. Now, what about this? Let's say, science. You don't believe in scientists. You don't believe in modern medicine and all that. So, just staying on Earth, talking on a practical, sense. Let's say you have a heart attack, or you go to a doctor, and they have this amazing technology these days. They'll do the quadruple or whatever. They'll save your life. If that didn't, if we didn't have that, that person would die. So you don't even believe in that technology to prolong the life of.
Okay, this is.
To me, it sounds like it's like a blatant disregard to the sense. I don't believe they're bullshitting. You kind of say it in that sense. And I know why you're saying that, but at the same time, can you break that down? What do you mean by you don't believe any of that? You don't believe in science, you don't believe in technology. We're talking on the phone right now, 50 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I am not saying for a minute that, if you are sick, go see a doctor. I'm not saying that for a minute. What I'm saying is that the instrument that the scientist, the doctor, and all the expert they use is the thought, or the thought structure, does not know the living that is living right now, the dynamic of living. So what they do is use the thought which is dead and try to analyze something living that I do not believe. But they have given us something that is helpful for some people. So yeah, in emergency, definitely you should go see a doctor. And when you have sickness, definitely you should go see a doctor. When you have a cancer, go see a doctor. But what I'm saying is, in the basic, the essential level, the living organism that is functioning here and that is functioning there, that does not, that is living and the thought does not, or the mind does not have clue what is happening there. So they're taking something that is there, separating the living organism from that is living, because the living organism, the dynamic that is going on, that is happening, it cannot be captured. It's already past. See, the living is already ever perpetuating. It's a dynamic. So something that is in the past, you cannot capture that. See, and I said this on earlier, that something occurred, and like I said, I am assuming this. I don't even believe in evolution, but I am assuming, because of the expert that they have given us, that this thing called evolution, that during the process of evolution, this something occurred in human being that says for the first time, look, I am separate from the universe. I am separate being. I am separate from this person. I am separate from you. I am separate from this glass. I am separate from this cell phone, and so on and so. So that something happened during the evolution. Again, that is, I am assuming that, I don't even believe that, but I am assuming, I am using that to, talk in the terms of the language that is available to us and the expertise that is available to us. So during that time, whatever that may be, during that time, the self-centered self-consciousness occurred, and that mechanism that is placed by the nature in human, that said, look, I am separate from the entire universe. See, I can move, I can do these things, I can do that, I am separate. But it is, in reality, it is illusion. But that mechanism allowed a person to separate themselves and look at everything from a separate point of view that is happening beyond the dynamism of the reality that is living, breathing right now. You see, and you cannot capture that. We cannot capture. So they use that instrument to do that. That is why I do not believe that. And if you go to doctor, and doctor, if you have similar symptoms, similar symptoms, let's say you have a stomach ache or something, you have a chest in a pain, something like that, and they diagnose that, and according to diagnose, they read it somewhere, through their mind, that is in their memory. So they recall from the memory by patient having this symptom, and they also recall from their memory that if you have certain symptom, you should prescribe this medicine. So they prescribe metformin, they prescribe Zocor, whatever, they prescribe that from the memory. So when they prescribe that, if you prescribe that to 10 people with same symptoms, only 5 to 7 people get healed. You see, and that's only maybe if only 5 people that get healed. You see, so that is happening because the other day I went to the pharmacy, and I said this earlier. Pharmacist said, why doctor gave you 2? Why not 1? And the pharmacist said, well, doctor is guessing. You see. He's guessing from the assumption that by whatever knowledge he has placed in by his teacher, by his books, he's taking that dead knowledge and assuming that your living organism that is breathing right now is gonna work.
Where's my
I have a daughter.
Auntie bought me. I couldn't find.
Okay, daddy is in the middle. I'll find you. Okay, sweetheart. So yeah, they're using that to guess or assume that you're gonna heal. So that's what they're doing. You see. So when you look at it from that point of view, I do not believe that they're gonna help me. But of course, something sick, I do go to doctor, and and some things I accept, some things I don't accept. That they have to validate me, and I go to this fact that they're using something thought that is dead, that is happening, and and that's why.
I understand that we're going all over the place right now, but the doctors, that was just an example. I mean, the simple example would be, if you're hungry, you do feel you're hungry, you do feel you're thirsty. Go on the desert right now, just run like 3 miles, you will feel thirsty. I don't care what your consciousness, you will feel thirsty. And all these saints and sages, they talk about, oh no, that's all in the mind.
Yeah, that is exactly, that is coming from your memory. See, the thirsty, the hunger, that is all coming from your memory.
So that's fine. So if you and if I take you to the desert right now on let's say 160 degrees and make you walk for like, let's say, 6 hours, would you prefer a little bit of a cold water or a beverage of your choice, or you would say, I'm fine, I'm indifferent either way? Would you be able to say that or not?
Okay, let's take a step back here and look at it. Let's investigate this. What is happening? a lot of things you're saying, look, this is happening, and it sounds like, you have read it somewhere or you heard it somewhere, and that is coming from that. So let's take a step back and saying.
No, I'm not, Robin. I didn't hear that. I didn't read that anyway. Just a simple curiosity. It just came to me through our conversation right now. So don't assume that I read that somewhere. No, don't assume my question. My question simply is, just answer the question. Is there a yes or no question? Would you prefer a cold beverage under those circumstances? Just yes or no, simply. You would, right?
Okay. Again, I have to be careful here. I have to take it carefully because the question like that can exhaust human being, and see the question like that has exhausted human being throughout this civilization. You see, that's why I want to take a step back and.
I don't believe in that. See, you say exhaust. It doesn't exhaust. The curiosity will.
Having a conversation right now. That's why. Let's take it one step back and analyze this. The body is tremendously intelligent. You see, the body already know. What? This one? This one? My daughter is... Huh? My daughter is interpreting. Just a second. Here, you want a paper? There we go. So, we have to be careful here because the question you're asking, that is coming from the mind, but the body is already tremendously intelligent. It knows what is happening, and of course, when the body... there is a heat in the body and the body needs to cool down, and that is a natural process. Yeah, body will demand the water and you feel thirsty.
Right. Okay.
And all the thing, oh, I'm thirsty, oh, all that, I need water, that is all mind talking. But the body already knows when the thirsty body will find water.
Okay.
Because we have not accepted, we have not come to the term that the body is tremendously intelligent. You see, the body that is happening, and the mind is like a baby, and he comes and say, look, body, I know better than you are because I am mine. I produce this huge building, I produce this rocket, I put you man on the moon, so I am more smarter than you are, so I know what is good for you. But the body already, there is millions of cells, each cell is tremendously intelligent. You see, so we haven't even tapped to that, and we assume mind is more intelligent, and we don't even know what the capability of the body, you see. And the body already knows what is happening, you see. Even the body even have a self-healing, self-lubricating system. So people, for example, the homeless people who survive on the street, they don't go to doctor, they get sick for months and they heal. You see, the body already has a natural healing mechanism that heals. The only thing that is saying to us, in this society, is that your parents say, oh, my boy is tired, oh, my boy is sick, I have to get him healed fast because he has to go to school, he has to do so many things, we are on time. So because of that, they're sending you to the doctor, but the natural body already has a natural healing process. Even when you get sick, actually you're not sick. Even doctor is saying that nowadays, that even the cancer, the reaction is in the body is fighting. That's why there's a reaction. Even when you have a fever, the fever is reaction to fight against the virus and the bacteria. That's why the body is raising the temperature, and we try to treat the fever. That is wrong. That is only look at from the fragmentic point of view. We're not looking at the holistic point of view. You see. So even some of the doctors, like Dr. Heyman, he is coming out and saying that now we're looking the whole disease through the holistic point of view. We're not even looking from specific point of view. All the specialized people, they specialize for specific parts of the body, specific symptom of the body. They only treat specific symptoms, specific part, and they don't even look at the holistic side of the activity that is happening. And the reality in this, there is the cause, something that is causing can be so simple as something that is happening. The person is not happy with something. You see, the person is not happy with something that is triggering some thought, and thought is causing some disease. Asking him to eat more. So that's why we do this satsang to kind of inquire and investigate within, to see what is really going on within the body. And kind of go down, and throughout all the assumptions that we have, throughout all the books that you have, throughout all the Buddha, throughout all the Jesus, throughout all the Krishna that we have, and they said something that is beautiful, but that is not going to help us. And we have to use what is current right now, that is living, breathing, dynamic organism that is there, that is tremendously powerful. And that is this purpose of this whole satsang that I am doing, is because there is the energy that is there is expressing and asking me to do all these things. And this is happening. And there is no mind involved here. The mind is there, it's just working. You see, mind is working for me. I am not working for the mind. And it is coming on its own. I don't even know what I'm going to say next. It is dynamically coming on its own. Does that make sense?
I just said I hear you. So I understand, probably not. No, it's interesting. It's an interesting conversation.
So yeah, this is the whole reason I put you on a speakerphone. Maybe the hears. I do this now. I try to do this at least once a week, if not 2 times a week, in a broadcast live, Dallas Film Channel, and looks like I have about 17 people. They said they want to see this type of thing, and maybe 15 people. They said maybe I only have 1 or 2 viewer, and I have 1 listener. Down the road, we have more viewer, and we can go a little bit deeper. We dive into what is the real, what is happening right now, the living dynamic organism that is happening, that is there. You see, that's why we throw out all the books. We throw out all the assumption. That's why I even throw out the assumption there is evolution. But just to speak, just to make sense, I use the term evolution. I don't even know there is evolution. You see, and besides I read it in the book. I don't even know there is a revolution, and I cannot validate that there was evolution. But I use that as just to describe what I was trying to describe. And here there is only description. I'm not telling anyone to do anything. I'm not telling one. I'm just telling. I'm pointing you to look at within yourself, because what I have, what I said is you already have it in you. You see. And this is the conversation we had with my aunt and uncle.
I understand that. So the purpose of my joining this call is again, to hear you, to try to understand you. When you're saying that what you have, we already have it. So that to me is assuming also. You're assuming too. So what you have, maybe I hear you from a point of view, and what I want to believe that or not is my thing, my own journey. Because every life is, although we're all the same. All the same, we all the same at the same time. The experiences are so different, but you're saying that those experiences are generated from the mind again, which is collective.
Yeah, exactly.
So therefore, we're all the same. So therefore, we should always feel the same what you're feeling. So we're not. So
no. I'm not for a moment saying that you should feel the same thing as I'm feeling. What I'm saying is I am pointing something that is there within you. So I'm asking or pointing you to look at within you, and to try to identify or try to see that for yourself, or try to recognize that for yourself. I'm not for a moment saying that you should feel exactly the same thing. You should experience exactly the same thing, and actually that is wrong. You see, you cannot I cannot ask you to experience everything, because you are unique. I am unique. You see, you are unique.
So again, this language is brutal. So you're also assuming what I'm trying to say here too. So you're
no, it's not brutal. I mean the truth.
Now definitely your mind is talking when you say you're wrong. Okay, so what I'm saying is I'm not questioning any of the things you're saying, and I'm happy for you. What you're experiencing. All I'm saying is what you went through. You said that whatever I have it, your exact words, you have it too.
I'm speaking about the human functioning, human mechanism.
That to me sounds like an assumption. So again, I'm just saying.
Like I said, I am describing what I see here. Okay. I am describing what I see here in this body, that what the human mechanism that is functioning here is functioning exactly same with the other human being. Okay, certainly, you are welcome to say that is assumption, but this is what I'm seeing here, and that is what I'm describing. You see,
and body and mind and soul. So you don't know what that is. I don't know what the design is. I don't know what it is.
But I'm saying the basic human functionality that is there. You see. Just like you have fear, anger, fear and anger is there, and I know I can see fear and anger in me. When I see that fear and anger in me, really see it. I'm not saying from the reading somewhere. When I really see it, by experiencing, when I see that there's a fear, and I know there's a fear in every human being, and I know that fear is exactly the same thing in me and there. Only difference is that the person, how that person is reacting to that fear. That makes the fear the degree of the fear increasing or decreasing. You see, the fear is there, it's a built-in mechanism that is given to a human being. The anger is there, that is mechanism given to a human being for expressing limitation. So fear and anger is there, and the more we try to get rid of fear, the more we try to get rid of anger, it becomes more. The degree becomes more. See, that is the fact I see in me, and I see in human beings that I contact. So that is the fact. And again, I'm not here to ask anyone to believe in me. I'm just pointing out I am not even a teacher. You see, I am not even a guru or teacher or anything like that. I am basically describing what I'm seeing and what I am seeing, experiencing others, and I'm just pointing that to you. And you could accept it or reject it. It doesn't hurt me.
No, I know. It's just the whole thing is the irony. I mean, I understand what you're saying. To me, it's just the whole thing is irony. You're saying that the conversation is already, we're having this conversation in the present, but you think that it's already in the past.
Yes.
And the language is kind of brutal, so I don't even see the point of having
the language is not brutal. See, that's where you're assuming there is a brutal. This is the truth. So the truth is brutal. See, the satsang, the whole meaning of satsang is telling the truth. See, speaking the truth, and the truth does sound brutal because this is the whole, what it is. This is the dynamic, and in a different environment, when I talk to you differently, it's going to be different. It's going to be sweet, and it's going to be according to society that society wants us to speak, and it is a synthetic reality.
How is the language different from the book you're reading? I mean, I don't understand that. So you just, look, I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from. Don't feel threatened or don't feel.
Oh no. I do not feel threatened at all because the energy that is there, it is expressing itself. See, my mind doesn't even come into this thing. You see, it is expressing itself.
I've been kind of meaning to question it because to me it sounds like, to be honest with you, I mean, it's just, the purpose of this thing is, you're saying the book, reading a book, the scientist, everything else is a garbage. You're saying that the Krishna, whatever said that. So, I mean, nothing personal to you. So whatever you're saying is also,
Yeah, exactly. It's garbage. It's garbage. What I'm saying is no different than what the dog barking. You see, there's no difference. So this is just a noise coming out of mind, but your mind is interpreting something out of this. So it's just a noise.
Exactly, and it's vice versa, right? It's vice versa, right?
Yeah, exactly. This is a noise that is coming to your interpreting with your mind. You see.
Exactly. So again, I mean, without getting into, so yeah, I mean, I understand. So yeah, it's pretty deep, man.
No, this is the reality. See, this is the reality. The whole satsang, the meaning of satsang, sat is the truth, Sanskrit word. Sat is the truth, and the song is this is true association. See, we're speaking about the truth. See, that's why we're getting rid of all this garbage. And I am not even afraid to say what I say is just the sound, and it could be garbage. You see, I'm not afraid to say that. The scientists, they're not afraid to say that. They're gonna say this is their right and this is fact. I'm not even saying that. I'm just describing what I see here. And you accept it, reject it, it doesn't hurt me. You see.
And Robin, let's do this, man. It's always fascinating to talk to you. Seriously, I really enjoy reading your lines. It's usually, it's nice. It's deep. I enjoy these things. That's why I'm questioning. Hope you don't take it the wrong way.
Oh no. No, I don't think here. Like I said, here anything.
I'm a direct guy. I need to question. So these things. I will call you though another time, and you need to return my calls. I'll call you. We'll talk. Because I have a little boy, 11 months here, running around.
Oh yeah.
I'm fully concentrating here, so
yeah.
I do have a few other questions. That I need.
Yeah, certainly. I do this. Try to do every week or every other 2 weeks, and and we go. This is the real time to investigate, and this is time to get down and dirty to. Inquire about the truth about human mechanism, how is occurring, you see. And I am speaking because this is what I see, not something I read, not something someone told me, not something, this is something that is coming from me, the energy that is expressing. And again, this could be like a dog barking, and this is just a noise. And actually, I have written something, this is called a noise, but people make something out of this. So yeah, thank you so much for joining today in this actually live program. This is being broadcasted at Dallas Film Channel, and I will also broadcast this, after some time. So.
All right, man. Thank you, and keep up the great work, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.